Throughout history, across every corner of the world, humanity has feared the shadows. Every culture, every faith speaks of an ultimate evil, a being that tempts, torments, and tests the soul. But what if these devils are not just myth? Tonight, we explore 10 devils from 10 different religions, each born from belief, fear, and ancient fire.
He is the most famous of them all, the fallen angel, the adversary, once called Lucifer, the light-bringer, cast down from heaven for his pride. In Christian belief, Satan is the ruler of hell, the serpent of Eden, and the deceiver of mankind. But in early scripture, he wasn't always the red-skinned demon we know today. He was an accuser, a tester of faith. Only through centuries of art and fear did Lucifer become the face of evil itself. In Islam, there is no fallen angel, for angels cannot disobey. But there is Iblis, a jinn made of smokeless fire. When God created Adam, all were commanded to bow, but Iblis refused out of pride. For that he was cast out. Yet Iblis begged for time to mislead mankind until the day of judgment. In the Quran, Iblis is not pure evil. He is arrogance given form, the whisperer in the hearts of men. In the quiet teachings of Buddhism, evil is not a creature, it's a force. Mara, the Lord of Illusion, stands for temptation, desire, and fear. When Siddhartha meditated under the Bodhi tree, Mara attacked him with demons, storms, and seductive visions. But the Buddha did not move. In that stillness, he conquered Mara, proving that enlightenment comes not from battle, but from mastery of the mind. In ancient Persia, long before Christianity or Islam, the world was seen as a war between two primal spirits, Ahura Mazda, the Lord of Light, and Angra Mainyu, the destructive spirit. He is chaos, deceit, and darkness, the cosmic opposite of creation. In Zoroastrian belief, all evil, pain, death, and corruption flow from Angra Mainyu's shadow. But the prophecy says, in the end, light will triumph, and darkness will be no more. Each night, the Egyptian sun god Ra sailed through the underworld, and there, waiting, coiled in the darkness, was Apep, the serpent of chaos. He sought to devour the sun and end creation itself. Priests performed nightly rituals to help Ra defeat Apep, ensuring that dawn would come again. To the Egyptians, Apep wasn't just a monster. He was the embodiment of disorder, the eternal threat to cosmic balance. Before devils had horns, before even Satan had a name, there was Lamashtu, a terrifying goddess-demon of Mesopotamia. With the head of a lioness, the teeth of a donkey, and the wings of a bird, she preyed upon pregnant women and infants. Her rival, the demon Pazuzu, was invoked to keep her away. Lamashtu wasn't evil for rebellion. She was evil for hunger, a dark reminder that fear of death and loss has haunted humanity since its dawn. In Bali, they speak of Rangda, the demon queen, leader of the witches who wage war against the forces of good. She is wild-haired, fanged, dripping with blood, the eternal rival of Barong, the lion-like spirit of balance. Their dance, Barong and Rangda, is still performed today, symbolizing the endless struggle between order and chaos. Rangda isn't simply evil, she is necessary, the shadow that keeps the light alive. Known as the Prince of Lust, Asmodeus appears in the Talmud and later demonology. He is said to have destroyed marriages, seduced the faithful, and even murdered out of jealousy. In legend, King Solomon trapped him in a bottle to prevent his chaos. Asmodeus represents one of the oldest human fears, the fear of desire overpowering reason. Among the ancient Turkic and Mongol tribes, good and evil were spirits locked in eternal battle. Tengri, the sky god, was light, but beneath him was Erlik Khan, lord of the underworld, and his servant Taurich, the bringer of disease and death. He ruled the shadows of men's hearts, testing the living with greed, envy, and lies. To resist him was to walk the warrior's path. To fall to him was to lose one's soul. In Slavic tales, before the devil of Christianity arrived, there was Oroch, a dark god of decay and winter. He froze rivers, withered crops, and brought madness to men. Villagers would burn offerings in the snow, begging him to spare their land. Oroch wasn't seen as a liar or tempter. He was the cold hand of inevitability, the darkness that nature herself creates.
10 devils, 10 reflections of our deepest fears. Pride, temptation, chaos, desire, and death. Each culture gave evil its own name, or perhaps they all describe the same shadow. Subscribe Ghost Theories and Stories for more content. Comment which religion you follow, and if you want a full story type video on a specific devil or ghosts.